It's early October in my home state of West Virginia, and one of my absolute favorite ways to target bucks is over white oak acorns close to known buck bedding, and over the years I've taken a handful of bucks doing exactly that. And with the bumper crop of acorns this fall and a few good bucks located, I am excited to get the West Virginia season underway.
It is my first sit in West Virginia for the year. I'm in an old familiar spot here. I've been hunting this spot for my whole life. We got a white oak right here that's dropping. Bedding all back in here. Wind is perfect. It's real still right now. It's warm. It's like 83 degrees. We got a few bucks in here that I would gladly take with the recurve. And the recurve is a special one. It's a 1976 Bear Kodiak Magnum that my dad got when he was 16 years old, and he passed it down to me. I've hunted with it a few times here and there. I've never killed a deer with it. It's never killed a deer. But I had it refinished this past summer after he passed away, and I've been shooting it a good bit, and been shooting it really well, actually. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take that old bow out and try to kill a buck with it. This was Pop's favorite ridge that he used to hunt years and years and years ago. We're going to see if we can't put one down with it for Pops.
It seemed like on this night, all the deer decided to move at once. With this doe feeding less than 15 yards from me, I could hear several more deer coming up the ridge, and one of my target bucks was heading right for my setup. With the big doe in front of me and a spike at the base of my tree, I was trying to be patient and let the bigger buck hook around for an easy shot with the recurve, but unfortunately, he decided he didn't like the situation and moved on out the ridge out of sight. So close, yet so far away.
Get it on camera, but I had that buck 20 yards behind me. He came up the hill, which is what I figured he was going to do. But I thought he was going to come up the hill farther out the ridge. He got in behind me and got downwind. Got a little spooky, and he went out about 40, 50 yards, and he just stayed there for like an hour. I had all those other deer all around me, big mature does, a spike. I had them at like 8-10 yards. So I was sitting here watching them, trying to keep an eye on that buck. And I think he eventually worked his way off out the ridge because I didn't see him anymore. And, like I said, I've been sick all day and I had a freaking coughing fit. And when I did that, all the does took off. Like, there's no way to not cough. Like, you just can't hold it in. But early season, man, they're still tricky. They're not dumb. I kind of thought that with all the other deer around and they were completely relaxed, I had no idea I was here. I really thought that buck would relax and come in. Honestly, I probably could have shot him right here behind me, but I had all these other deer that were right in front of me, and I didn't want to move. I was watching him out of the corner of my eye, and I thought he was just going to circle around my tree and come in right here, and I was going to shoot him at like 12 yards. But as soon as he got back there, man, the wind is blowing right that way, and he didn't really spook, but he definitely smelled something he didn't like.
After seeing where the buck came from, I decided to try a morning sit, hoping to catch him coming back to bedding off of the top of the ridge.
This is my first morning sit here in West Virginia. On the side of a steep little ridge right here. A little pocket of white oaks right here that are just raining acorns. And I've got bedding down here in this creek bottom and this laurel. And I've got a buck that I've been after now for a couple sits. And he's using this little bench to travel from the top of this ridge down into this bedding. The side of this ridge, he's got rubs all up and down it. So I'm essentially trying to catch him coming off the top and filtering through here.
The buck hadn't shown himself, but this little doe was going to give me a 14-yard shot, and with a doe tag in my pocket, I was going to send an arrow her way. I executed a good shot, but she was just a bit quicker than me and ducked my arrow, resulting in a clean miss. That evening, I adjusted spots on top of the ridge in hopes that one of the bucks or a mature doe would give me a good shot with the recurve. These does are in easy range, but I'm just waiting for the right moment to draw and shoot. But with the still conditions and falling thermals, my scent eventually makes its way to them and the game is over.
It is October 8th. We finally got the cold front that we've been waiting for. Rained all day yesterday, all night. Cleared out this morning. Temperatures dropped majorly. Wind out of the north. I have not had hardly any bucks on camera the last 5 days. And of course, as soon as that weather broke this morning, the one buck that I've already had an encounter with, I had him on camera. So I have a good idea on where he's bedded at. And that's where I'm slipping into right now. It's early in the afternoon. It's like 20 after 1, I think. So I'm just going to take my time. Ground's still pretty wet, so I should be able to slip up in here. You'll see I've got the compound today. I had the recurve with me, the first encounter I had with him. And I opted to bring the compound today, so we'll see what happens. Got a good breeze. It's been blowing about 10, 12 mile an hour, which is money. So fingers crossed, if I can get in here clean, I think there's a good chance I can kill this deer tonight. Man, it took me a minute to get into this spot. I had to sneak past a doe that was bedded at 40 yards. Because I was afraid if I busted her, she was going to run right up into this bedding where I think this buck's at. But I think that buck is bedded. He could be bedded within 100 yards of me. But the wind's coming off of this hill. Kind of coming right. I'm on a little edge right here. Where the woods kind of opens up back here behind me. In front of me, it's kind of thick. I got some white oaks that are dropping right here. And that buck, I saw him in here one night. I was going to another spot, passing through, and I saw that buck cross coming out of this bedding and go up this ridge. The next night, I hunted at the top of the ridge, and he came from this direction. And I did a little bit of scouting around, and there's just a bunch of rubs all torn up this hillside right here. So he's obviously crossing out of this bedding in this creek. There's a laurel thicket down here. And he's coming up and he's hitting these white oaks right here. So I think that he's going to come from below, and he's going to come up at an angle and kind of come downwind of these white oaks. And when he does, I'm probably going to kill him right here, like just missing my wind. That's my prediction. He very well could walk right in front of me right here. Well, there's a big heavy main trail right here. I mean, he's got rubs all through here, so I mean, there's no telling which way he's really going to come. I did not make a sound coming in here. I mean, I was dead silent, just creeping. But the leaves are nice and wet. We got a pretty stiff north wind that's making some noise, so that made it a lot easier to get in here.
With the cold front bringing north winds, several days of intel, and a clean, quiet entry to my tree, I was highly confident that I was going to have an encounter with the buck I'd been after. And it didn't take long before I spotted him coming out of bedding, working right toward my setup.
Crushed that bucket like 8 yards. 9 yards. I mean, absolutely crushed it. Oh my God. flopping. He went down so freaking fast. I don't know if I got it on the main camera. I mean, he was literally 9 yards. Oh, my plan worked out freaking perfect. Oh, man. Oh, I freaking love bow hunting. Oh, my gosh. I came in here after that buck. And he's not a giant, but he's a solid buck. Oh, man. That's freaking awesome. Whew. Well, let's get down and go check him out. That's what you want to see right there. Just crazy blood. That's Tethrd hybrid. Right there's the tree I was in. I was just behind that little crook right there, and I got this cover in front. It looks way brighter right now. I got the camera turned up, but it would have been more like that. And I was just tucked right up in right there. And honestly, right here where he was at was about where I was planning to shoot. So that just worked out freaking perfect. I mean, that is just crazy. Yeah, that is awesome. Man, it has been a heck of a start to the season. Holy crap. Got a buck in Maryland down, and now a really nice West Virginia buck. Like I said, I saw this buck the very first night I hunted West Virginia. Almost got a shot at him. And I've been kind of playing cat and mouse with him here for the last week. Just a beautiful buck. That was a fun hunt. Like access, the way everything worked out, the way I played the wind. It was just one of those hunts where it just worked out absolutely perfect. That was so much fun. Like, that's what bow hunting is all about right there.
There's just nothing more rewarding than a well-planned and executed hunt, and I can't think of a better way to kick off my West Virginia season. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time here on Tethrd Nation.